Now for the host of Sports Roundtable, Bob Branco.
Thank you very much, Frank Smith. And thank you very much, Sean Souza, both of whom, again, doing a good job behind the scenes. Hi, Sean. Didn't get a chance to speak to you before we got on the air today. I know you're back there, too.
I see your hand in the glass.
He's waving.
Okay. This is Sports Roundtable for December 29th, 2009. I hope you folks had a lovely Christmas. I know I did. My name is Bob Branco, by the way, for you newcomers who don't know. With me is Steve Burgo, once again.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing today?
And Joe Moreo. Welcome back to the Sports Roundtable.
Good to be here.
The resident Red Sox fan.
The resident temporary Red Sox fan because he lost a bet.
Right.
But before we get into sports, I would like to throw out a trivia question tonight because we have a very special prize to give away to a very knowledgeable sports fan. We have the bill of sale of Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees, the legal document that was the sale of Babe Ruth for $100,000. We have a photostatic copy of that agreement. It's 6 pages. It lists all the details of that original contract back in 1919. Mm-hmm. And it is yours. It is yours if you know the answer to the following question. What is Coco Crisp's real first name? If you know the answer, give us a call at 508-979-1600. Be the first person to guess that question correctly, and you will win the official bill of sale, the agreement that sold Babe Ruth from the Red Sox to the New York Yankees in 1919 for $100,000. The contract is right in front of us. Joe has read it. Steve's read part of it.
Yeah, and on the bottom of it says, the Red Sox were stupid.
And I'm sure Joe would read it differently. He'd say the Red Sox were smart.
Very smart team.
Because he's a Yankee fan.
No, he'd say they were stupid to give it to him.
Speaking of New York, Jason Bay is about to become a Met.
Bye.
Pending a physical.
Bye, Jason Bay.
The situation is...
See ya.
The situation is...
Wouldn't want to be ya.
It's a 4-year deal worth $66 million with an option for a 5th. From what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong out there. The Red Sox have admitted they were worried about Jason Bay's knees and shoulder. And that's probably why they shied away from offers that they wanted to give him. They probably didn't feel like going all out with this guy because of that. The Mets are aware of the problem. That's why Bay is going to take a physical. If Bay passes the physical, he will sign for that amount of money for the Mets.
Bye.
Bye, Jay.
See you later.
That kind of tells us a little bit more about Jacoby Ellsbury becoming a left fielder for the Red Sox.
Not really. Not
Because
really.
Cameron's a center fielder. He's a gold glove center
Not
fielder.
really,
You're not
Bob.
going to move him to left field.
That's what they've been talking about from day one.
What, putting Cameron in left?
Yes.
I think so, because
That's what they've been talking about from day one. When they first talked about it, when they first signed him, they talked about that.
Yeah, because I think Ellsbury's got more speed in center field. I think he can cover more ground, no?
He can, but somebody's got to play left field.
I've been hearing
Ellsbury is what he's saying.
in
if
field,
Cameron is-
I've been hearing Ellsbury in left field too, and Cameron
Really,
in center field.
I've heard from the Red Sox. Well, I heard when the trade first started, when they were talking about
Right.
the Red Sox, they said
was
that
going to-
Cameron was going to left field.
You talked to Theo?
What?
You talked to Theo?
Did you talk-
No, I talked to Theo's brother. How's that one?
Oh, okay.
No, he talked to Pearl Jam.
They were talking about it on ESPN when the trade was first done. And what's his name from Massachusetts, the one that had the stroke?
What the hell is-
The writer.
Peter
Oh,
Gammons.
the writer.
Yeah, Peter Gammons. Peter Gammons said that the deal was that Cameron was going to left field
And Ellsbury was going to stay
in center.
In center.
in center. Well, you know,
I
what-
think that's
But
good.
the other thing, too, he said is that depended on whether they traded Ellsbury to San Diego.
for Adrian Gonzalez.
Right.
Well, now that it's official that Bay's not going to be a Red Sox,
gotta
the
go
chances
back.
of that other thing happening might be.
Oh, man.
You know, they could go after Adrian Gonzalez.
Take it off and go.
Yeah, Bob, I'm going to leave you guys on the show. I got to do something. I'll be right back.
All right.
Keep it on, Bob.
Well, Steve has to leave temporarily. He will be back. He's not going away. He's not running away from us. He wouldn't dare do that. In the meantime, I just want to say that if you're watching the show from Dartmouth, do not call. Because if you're watching the show from Dartmouth, it's not live. So if you call here while you're watching from Dartmouth, you'll get nobody. You might get a janitor or somebody. Or maybe, I don't know, an answering machine. But you won't get Sports Roundtable. If you watch it from Dartmouth, take the number down and call us next Tuesday. But if you are watching from New Bedford, which I hope you are, please give us a call, especially if you know the answer to the trivia question, what is Coco Crisp's first name? We know it's not Coco. He wasn't born Coco, you know. He was born by another name, and Coco is a nickname. Mm-hmm. And again, you will win the prize, which again is the official bill of sale of Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees. In fact, I want to thank Frank Smith for giving that prize to us. He has connections in Florida, and he had it imported to Sports Roundtable. So it's authentic. It's a photo stat, though, but it's authentic.
Yes, not the original one.
No, it was redone in 1991, but the original wording and contract is on there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay? So, what is Coco Crisp's first name? 508-979-1600. Joe, you were gloating in the car about your Jets and how they beat the Colts for
That's right.
the first loss of the Colts this year.
Yes.
I got to say this, though. The Colts rested some players.
Oh, I know they did.
So that was part of the reason.
That's okay.
You know, they sat some people down.
That's okay. They did not beat the Patriots 17 games anyway.
They what?
They didn't beat the Patriots record 17 games.
No, that's okay. Don't matter, because it's not over till the fat lady sings,
Right,
as they say.
And I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't know. It's going to be tough. You've got 3 or 4 teams that could be involved in the Super Bowl. San Diego is undefeated in December.
San Diego's definitely going to be in the Super Bowl.
I think they have a streak of their own. December wins.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
do.
not sure how many was it. 10 December wins in a row now for San Diego.
I don't think they've lost yet December.
Not for a while. Then you've got Minnesota, who I know they lost last night. New Orleans.
And New Orleans is going to be tough.
But
Philly's going to be tough.
Dallas.
This isn't going to be no cakewalk for nobody.
Green Bay. In fact, your NFC is pretty much set. You've got Philly and Dallas, who I think are still fighting it out for their division.
Right.
One will be a wild card. One will be a division winner. You've got Green Bay, who's a wild card.
Right.
Minnesota is a division winner. New Orleans and Arizona.
Yeah.
So I think the NFC, even though there's one more week to go in the season, is all set.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think they're pretty well set up. Nothing's going to change. It ain't going to be much of a change on them. But on the AFC,
you've got Indianapolis as your number 1 seed.
you got your
San
your
Diego
4 winners.
San Diego is second.
Right.
It's still undetermined between the Bengals and New England.
Right.
Who's going to be third and fourth?
And then
Gentlemen.
After that, you've got Pittsburgh, Baltimore, the Jets, Denver, and Houston.
Yeah, fighting for
all vying for wild card seats.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but our sound effects aren't working. We have a trivia answer
Okay.
on line 1.
Okay, put them on the phone. Good evening.
Can't hear you. Hello?
Hello, could you speak?
Hello?
Could you speak up, please?
Hello?
Hello? I cannot hear you.
Hello?
They should get away from their phone.
I hear them say hello. But
Hello?
Yes, hello.
They should get away from the TV.
No, it's the phone fading out. It's the phone fading out. Hello?
We lost them.
We lost them. Call back. Huh? Hello? If you're listening, call back. Maybe we'll get a clearer line. It's definitely the phone.
I think it's.
It's not. It's nothing else because it's like it's fading out. Call again, though.
I think that was right.
Got him on line 2 this time.
Yeah, I'm on.
Hello,
Yeah, I can hear Bob now.
John. Is that you?
There's
Yeah, Bob, it's me.
there's 2-2.